Hi friends, it's Mr. Alex from Adams Memorial Library, and it's time for another Online Origami Club project. Now, since it's October and we're getting ready for Halloween, I thought that this would be a great opportunity to make an origami ghost. Now, if that sounds a little scary, some of these folds can be pretty tricky and difficult, but I'm confident that we'll be able to make one together. So don't forget to stop by the library and grab your Online Origami Club kit. And in this packet is going to be all sorts of paper with different colors and patterns that you can pick from to make your origami ghost. So let me show you what we'll need and we'll get started. In order to make our origami ghost, we're going to need just 4 things. First, we'll need a practice sheet of paper to get really good at making our origami ghost. Then we'll grab our Online Origami Club kit and pick a final sheet of paper to make our origami ghost out of. Then, if our practice sheet of paper isn't a perfect square already, then we'll need a pair of scissors to trim it down. And finally, the most exciting part, we'll need markers, crayons, or something else to make our origami project extra special and decorate it with. So friends, let's gather all of that up and we'll get started. In order to make our origami ghost, the first step that we're going to need to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to fold it in half like this into a triangle. Then we're going to open it up and create some guidelines for our origami ghost. In order to do this, we're going to need to take this edge here and fold it into the center of our project, just like this. And then we'll take this edge here and do the same, making the kite shape that we've seen in a lot of our other projects. Then, once everything's lined up, we're going to open it back up and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to turn our project upside down, take now this edge and this edge into the center, and make another kite. Just like this. So now, finally, when we open it up, we'll have a pattern that looks something like this. And we're almost there to creating all of our guidelines. We just need to create one last one. We have our center line from top to bottom, and now we're going to create a center line that's left to right. So we'll take our project, fold it in half, just like this, and crease that nice and sharply. So when we open it back up, we're going to have a pattern that now looks like this. And it'll have created 2 center points here and here on our project that are going to be really important to our next step. So now we're going to take this edge here and this edge here and fold it to our center point here, or to our center line here. And we're going to do it right as this point here is our focal point. So we're just going to take, fold in like this, crease it off, and then fold this flap down like this. So that went by pretty quickly, so let me undo that and do it again. We're going to fold this edge here and this edge here into the center, and then this flap down. So one more time, folding into the center and then down. Then we're going to repeat on this side. So once we've done that, we'll have something that looks like this. We're going to have our 2 flaps, which will be our ghost sands, and this diamond shape. Now, our next step is to fold our ghost sands and so that we can see them from the front. And I will admit that this is a pretty tricky fold. This has taken me a lot of practice to get right, and I probably won't even get it right the first try this time. So I'm going to make this fold, and then I'm going to show you how it's done after. Alrighty, so after a lot of work and a lot of practice, we are going to have a shape that looks like this. Now, how did we get to this point? Because it went by pretty fast. So what we're going to do, let's fold back to where we left off, which is that we had something that looked like this, our diamond with our 2 flaps. So we're going to open up this fold here, and we're going to pinch at the top and pull it open like this. So pinch at the top and pull it open. How you'll know that you're doing it right is that you're going to make a triangle. There will be a flat line here and an angle up here. And from the front, it should look something like this. So again, one more time. Let's get it back to our starting position. We're going to grab by the tip of our fold and pull it out like this. So again, we have this line here lining up with our centerpiece. We have a flat line down here at the bottom of our triangle and an angle up. Then we're just going to pull this side open like this so that it looks exactly the same. And how you'll know that you've done that side right is that these 2 points down here at the bottom should match, and these 2 points up here at the top should also match. So again, we've got our flap, grab at the point, and pull it out. Now, just like the previous fold, if you're having trouble, the easiest way to do this is going to be to think about the shape that you want to create and then move the edges of your paper to that point. So for instance, if I have this fold here like this, and I know that I want to pull up and out to meet this flap here, it may help to take and just fold this edge back, starting at the point down here where I want to be, and then just creasing until it fits into place. So if you have trouble with your folds, that can be one thing that'll work really, really well. Now I have to get mine back into place so that we can make our ghost. All right, so after all of our practice, we have something that looks like this. And the hardest part of our project is done. So now we're going to take our top point up here, and we're going to fold that down to round out our ghost's head. Fold it nice and smooth. And then we're going to flip our project over. So we'll have something that looks like this, and we'll just need to give our ghost a bit of a tail. And we're going to accomplish that by just folding the tail up and over so that it sticks out like that. So we'll go from this down at the bottom, fold it up like this, and out. And at this point, our ghost is finally done. You can grab your marker, crayon, or other decorating supplies and give your ghost a face. I'll show you what my final project looks like at the end of the video. And after a lot of practice, and I mean a lot of practice, that one fold was definitely really tricky. I took my final sheet of paper, I chose a piece of white paper, and made an origami ghost. Gave my ghost a face, and I think this ghost looks pretty spooky. So we're ready for Halloween. Now, don't forget that I'd like to see how your origami ghost turned out. So send those pictures on over to us at kids@adamslib.org. And don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for updates not only about the Online Origami Club, but also everything else happening here at the library. As always, happy crafting, friends.